Omae wa
No!
Mushin. Taking everybody, podcast time again. We're talking about the Japanese Wolverine movie today.
Well, it wasn't the Japanese Wolverine movie.
Well, it was
Wolverine
in Japanese.
No, it wasn't in Japanese. It was in Japan.
In Japan, yes. It's okay. I'm an anime channel, so I can say stuff like that. That's how it works,
Sure.
right? Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Okay, so today we're doing an X-Men movie that we haven't done X-Men. And Tasha, why do you have to eat right now when we're doing it? Whatever. We're doing X-Men. We haven't done X-Men in a while, and this is actually one of the better ones out of all of them. This movie was actually pretty good. Mm-hmm. We had a good time with it. It was really funny. I don't think it was meant to be funny, but we laughed a lot.
It was more to our own jokes than anything.
Pretty much.
But it was an enjoyable movie to watch.
Yeah, like I wasn't bored watching it.
No.
It was really entertaining.
It wasn't as bad as Origins.
Oh my!
so...
No, you can't even compare the two. Origins.
No, you can't.
That made me suicidal. That was terrible. But yeah, this one is actually pretty good, and we ate Burger King while watching it too. And apparently, Burger King doesn't suck. So
yeah, apparently it's actually good now, better than McDonald's, who gave us food poisoning last week.
Yeah,
so.
I know. So it's like shit. Okay.
It was a gourmet burger compared to McDonald's. So.
Yeah, McDonald's, if you're watching this, please stop making your burgers pink,
Fuck
okay?
you, McDonald's.
Burger King, the king. Anyway. Anyway, this movie, pretty enjoyable.
Yeah.
Like, not as good as First Class, definitely, but this was still definitely one of the best X-Men ones.
I would say this one's, it's good, but it's not the best. It's right in the middle of where it needs to be. Mm-hmm. So,
like I do think that this one was really good, but I'm gonna forget it tomorrow.
I really forgot it 2 minutes after watching.
It's like, what's his name? What happened? What's going on?
Completely forgot all the names.
Yeah.
Only remembered one because every time it came up, I was like, it's Mario!
Yeah, pretty much. Then we had like an hour conversation about Pokemon after we watched it. So,
yeah.
It's okay. We'll remember most of the stuff, so it's okay. And Tosh, if you could please stop eating. Anyway, so yeah. Let's get right off. First, positive, of course. Wolverine.
Yep.
Godly. He's amazing. He, like, it's weird because in this one he acts the exact same as he has throughout the whole series so far, but like does a better job somehow. Like I don't get it.
It's just the people around him boosting him up.
Yeah,
so.
and I really do think so because I do like the supporting characters in this movie. They are like competent actors this time compared to everybody else. I don't know, like Yukio. That's her name, right? Am I just being racist, or is that her name?
Fuck if
I'm calling her Yukio because
right,
I can't.
I need to look this up because I have no idea what their names are.
Well, the red-haired chick. She. Oh, what was I?
Yeah,
I forgot.
You're right.
Yeah, I'm right. Okay, it was Yukio. Cool. Like, she's a good actress. She does good, much better than literally every other X-Men character in the franchise, except for Professor X.
I knew she was Russian.
Who?
The American one.
The American? Oh, gotcha. You could tell by her hair.
Yeah, she just looked Russian.
Where's my phone? I need to look up the box office too. No, I have. It's good. But yeah, like she was good. There obviously were a few actors who kind of sucked, like the Russian chick, number one. We'll get to her later, but like Yukio was good. She wasn't in that much, but Mario was good.
Yeah, that's her name.
Yeah, like
close enough.
Yeah. But I think that like they were good actors, able to boost him.
Oh yeah.
Compared to the X-Men and definitely Origins, because everyone in that Origins was fucking terrible. So I think he did a really good job, and he looks so fucking good in this movie. Like, I'm a very straight man, but dude, like, looking at that, it's like, holy fuck. That dude was jacked. No pun intended, but like, you could see
jacked,
the
man.
Yeah, like you could see the veins.
Oh, I know that.
It was like, oh my god,
it was impressive.
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck he did that, but like looking at how he looks in this movie compared to how he looked in the first X-Men, it's like
he's really beefed up.
Yeah, he looked really fucking good. So yeah, he did a good job in the acting department and the looks department. So good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else? What other positives?
You want to try to
have?
pronounce her name?
Oh my god, I don't. Svetlana Kodchakanova. Yeah, there we go.
Want to know how she's Russian?
I don't know. Okay. So what else? What else did you like in this movie?
She's 39. Anyway,
back 39.
All right. Let's see. I think I really felt the beginning of the movie with the bomb being dropped. I thought that was a really cool part of the movie, just because it showed how which one small part that I didn't like is that he somehow survived that, but okay. Like, yeah, just a little door in a well will save you. But other than that, it was really cool to see that. You know, how I looked at yeah,
my favorite part.
It was just cool to see at the beginning. I thought the guy was gonna kill the 3 dudes kneeling down, but he didn't. He was gonna kill himself, so that made sense.
And like that's like an actual thing that they did.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Too, which is whack.
Yeah, they killed themselves so they didn't have to
dishonor their family. So.
Yeah. Or die a fiery death.
That's true, but that would be instantaneous. I'm pretty sure, right? Like if a nuke drops next to you, I think you're just dead instantly, right?
Yeah, I'd hope so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You wouldn't have a horrible death, but
well, there's the first heat wave, which probably would burn you, and then you'd get hit by the fire and radiation. So not entirely quick death.
Yeah, but I mean, those guys stab themselves in the stomach, so they wouldn't die instantly either. So
no, it's an interesting way to do it. I mean, gutting yourself, kind of. Yeah. I guess you bleed out kind of quickly.
Yeah, those guys are definitely still alive when the bomb went off. So I don't know.
I think cutting your throat is much easier way to die than gutting yourself, but okay. And much less painful.
Well, I don't know. They both sound pretty...
I don't know.
But real quick, the box offices. So for Iron Man 3 last week, I don't know if we looked up, $1.2 billion was the box office.
Billion?
Yeah.
And they spent like... What? 300?
I think
300 million?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
And this one was 414.8 million. So
yeah, clearly not as good, but
no. And they had a budget of 120 million.
Okay.
So it did pretty good.
They didn't lose any money on
it.
So.
No, they didn't. So I think
yeah, they did pretty good for themselves in this one. Obviously, the previous X-Men is why this one did so bad.
Yeah, exactly. But, like, Jesus. And that's the thing, which I think is funny. Like, they decided, like, okay, let's make another Wolverine movie, because the last one did so fucking good, right?
Well, I hope they were just trying to redeem themselves for that one.
Yeah, because the guy who made this one, James Mangold, he did Logan after this, which... most people consider is like one of the best comic movies in general ever. And the guy who directed the last one, freaking Gavin Hood is his name. No idea who he is. So I think they were like
probably killed by Fox.
Yeah, they're like no.
You made a shit movie.
Yeah, I know. But James Mangold, I know, definitely did a really good job in Logan because I really liked that one. So I'm glad that he did this one because I think he did a good job. And it's just so funny though because like this one I do think is good, but like compared to Logan I think is like amazing. I
haven't seen Logan, so
it's really good.
Yeah, I've heard it was good, so it'll be a fresh new experience for me going into it, like this one was.
Yeah,
and I was not disappointed by this one. So
yeah, because I've only seen this one like once before, so I didn't really watching, I'm like, I don't remember anything that's happening.
Yeah, I think from here on out, all X-Men I haven't seen except for Dark Phoenix. So
Yeah.
kind of excited.
The next one I know is Days of Future Past. So thank God. That's like one of my favorite movies just in general. So and they set that up at the very end too in this one.
Oh yeah,
which is pretty dope.
Yeah, I guess we can go to that as a positive because that was awesome. I'll go for the pat down.
Yeah, I know.
And then all the coins started moving. Okay, I was gonna make a joke, but I didn't. All right.
Anyway.
And then Professor X comes zooming in the wheelchair.
He went so
funny.
Fast.
I was not expecting it to be that fast. It kind of caught me off guard.
Yeah. That was funny.
Yeah. Quite impressive at the speeds he's hitting with that thing.
But that was cool because on the TV it showed Trask Industries, which you don't know, but in the next movie, like Trask
I can't remember
is
where else Trask. I've seen Trask before because I know what Trask is. I just don't remember where it's.
Yeah, they're the people who like are super anti-mutant and stuff. So they make like the bad guys in the next one. So I thought that was cool that they did set it up. And again, yeah, like once Magneto and Professor X showed up, that was super dope. The only things that I don't understand about it, though, there are two things, like
how Professor X is still alive.
Yeah, and how does Magneto have his powers back?
Yeah, at the end of whichever one it was, he was starting to get his powers back.
Yeah, like I remember, but he got stabbed with like 15 and like the cures, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, how? I know, and that's just what I don't understand. Like I get that they're probably like, okay, we know that the third one sucked, but at the same time, it's like you still can't just ignore it because even in this one, like Jean.
I mean, they started to bring him back in the end of the third one, so it makes sense. It's because I think they were planning on that from the beginning.
Yeah, but it's still like a stupid concept to begin with anyway. It's like, yeah, let's make a cure, but also.
And that's what killed Jean, right?
No, Wolverine killed her.
But that's how he was able to.
Yeah.
Which that would make sense because it damped her powers for a while, and then he was able to kill her.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. The movie sucked.
Yeah.
But again, it was super cool to have him like Wolverine go to punch him. Magneto was like, "Yeah, I don't fucking think so." Like, that was cool, and I'm glad they did get him.
And I liked how they kept the bone claws at the end. Like they
Spoiler alert.
Well, I know that.
Next movie.
I know they wouldn't,
Yeah. Hello, pup. Don't poop on the floor, please.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect them to keep it that long. But because I feel like the bone claws are more expensive to do.
Probably, yeah.
Instead of just 3 blades of metal.
But yeah, that was cool. But again, in the next movie, they don't explain how they're metal again. But it doesn't really matter.
Maybe he fixed them. Who
maybe.
knows?
Even though like the post-credit scene was like 2 years later.
Did it say that?
Yeah, it said 2 years later. So it's like, I guess for 2 years he had to bone one. And then just the next movie, they're like, you can you can have the metal ones back. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Maybe it just took a few years to grow back or something. I don't fucking know. I know that doesn't make any sense, but I don't know. This whole series doesn't make any fucking sense. Again, Professor X, how's he alive? Who the fuck knows? Whatever.
He's got some tricks too.
Because
that explains everything.
Yeah, I do remember at the end of the third one, like he was like talking to the doctor lady. Remember, like when he was like in like that hospital bed. Yeah. But like they didn't explain like, you exploded. How the fuck are you alive? Like
maybe he played some epic mind tricks and he didn't actually die. He just got hurt in the process.
But why? I don't know. It's just I don't know, man. That's working.
He exploded himself.
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, the post-credit scene is really hype. Like that was cool.
Pretty epic.
Yeah.
But some of it didn't make sense. But who cares?
But that wasn't this movie's fault. It was the other movie's fault for being stupid. But it was cool to have them show up at the end. Because again, sets up one of the best X-Men movies, so that was cool. And again, Magneto and Professor X just working together already. Yeah. It's like, oh, shit, that's fucking cool.
Wow!
Yeah. So that was dope. Yeah, so that was the end of the movie. At the very end. Let's go back to the actual fucking movie.
Yeah, we can talk about Piss Bear now.
You rip Piss Bear.
For anyone who doesn't know, we call him Piss Bear because the first thing he did was piss on a tree.
And then he died.
he took a piss, then was killed.
Yeah.
Yay! Or Piss
Top
Bear.
10 saddest anime deaths is Piss Bear.
Rip Piss Bear. But I thought that was cool. He made a friend with a bear.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they were chill. They were like, yeah, you exist. Gotta go.
Yeah.
And then he's sleeping in his cave and hears the screaming. I hated the hunters, you were supposed to.
Yeah.
So, when they were dying, I was like, hey,
Yay.
they die.
Yeah. That was sick.
And then, what happened? Oh, yeah, they died, and then he's like, oh man, they just attacked. I'm the only survivor. And he goes, hey, poison arrow.
Yeah.
Stabs his hand.
I never poison my arrows. Well, then you should be okay then.
I wonder what's going to happen then.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty cool.
Mm.
Pretty epic scene.
Yes.
And then Mushroom Bitch comes up and slices the man's bottle in half.
Yeah, when it's not racist.
No.
She just has like the weirdest smushed face. It's not racist.
Well,
That's
I
just how
think
she
it's
looks.
just the top of her head is either huge or she has a super small jaw.
like I was making fun of her hair. Like she looks like she's got like the Will Byers cut, but with like the long,
really
the
does.
long hair.
Oh my god! I just saw that earlier.
Yeah,
But-
it was whack. She was a good actress. I liked her in the movie. She wasn't in it that much, though.
No, she wasn't. For being someone who was like right at the beginning of the movie and seemed to be
A main character.
Yeah, seemed to be a main character. She only had 2 really cool scenes, which was the beginning where she's like, oh, hi, I'm here. I totally haven't been stalking you for the past whoever knows how long.
Yeah.
And then when he's like cutting out his own heart, then she's fighting. So
Yeah.
I mean, she was cool for the parts that she was in it, but she didn't do much. So
No, like the middle chunk of this movie is about Mariko and him going around and just vibing. She's just trying to escape the Yakuza and shit.
Oh yeah, I should bring that up. Like, she's talking all about honor and stuff. It's like, oh, I didn't want to. It would be dishonorable to not accept his arranged marriage or whatever. She's like, I'll fuck you.
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna fuck you though.
I'm engaged, but who cares?
Yeah.
He's fucking other women anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
In his red underwear.
Yeah, that
His
was
red
pretty
tighty.
funny. And I've seen that guy in something else too, but I don't remember what it was. But I don't know. It doesn't matter. But yeah, like so everything in this movie, like going off of that, like Japan. Japan was dope. Like I loved the setting. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Just everything about it was unique because we haven't, out of so far all the movies we've watched, like all the locations really don't matter that much. Like everywhere they go, it's just like who the fuck cares? It's not about the place. But like this one, like it was about like Japan. Like everything was Japanese in this movie. Is that who that was? It was
No.
Oliver. Oh,
No,
yeah.
I'm just saying the hair.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Yukio looks like Oliver Tree, okay?
Bowl cut with the long hair. Let's go.
I thought the husband was Oliver Tree. I was like, he's not Japanese. What the fuck?
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He's so mean.
Yeah.
Oh
That
my
would have
God,
been
that
funny, though.
would have been so much funnier. You see
Yeah.
Oliver Tree. Oh,
Wait a minute, you're not Japanese. But,
very interesting.
yeah. But the Japanese setting I thought was really
Oh yeah,
unique and cool and stuff.
it was pretty. It
was.
Hey, it was an anime.
Yeah. I love anime.
Why didn't, when they flew over the Tokyo border, why didn't they turn into animation?
Yeah, I know.
Why didn't they go Super Saiyan? I don't get it, bro.
Why didn't he have to power up?
Why didn't Wolverine scream for 37 episodes? Yeah, I thought it was great. All like the samurai sword fights
Oh yeah.
were dope. Like when he was fighting that like the dad, like that. You knew that the dad was fucked. It's like it's Wolverine, like bro.
Yeah.
But it was still a cool fight. Like,
Yeah,
like all the action.
Yeah. I love how he's like, you had tried to have your own daughter killed. Live with that. I'm like, well, he tried to have his own daughter killed. I don't think he really cares.
He died 2 seconds later anyway. So.
Yeah. Well, what I didn't really understand is how he got stabbed in the neck and then was fine.
Yeah, that was weird.
He most likely, if he was, I don't know, the thing went away quickly after it healed him, whatever, he'd still be drowning in the pond.
Yeah, like I think he tried to go into water to like, oh, maybe the water will save me from poison, even though I got stabbed in the fucking neck.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Like, fucking pen in the neck.
Yeah.
And then Mariko got fingered in the neck.
Yeah, that was weird. That was weird too. Yeah, I thought she died.
To the fucking knuckle in her neck, and then she's like, oh, I'm fine.
Dang, like,
how'd that happen?
Like, so she got like fingered in the neck, right?
Yeah.
And then she woke up like shirtless in a room, and then put her shirt on and walked right back out like nothing happened. So it's like, what the fuck just happened? Like that was so weird.
Let me subdue you. Let me give you a sedative.
Yeah, I know. It's like, bro, just knock her the fuck out. Like, use the giant samurai to smack her, and she's out. You don't need to fucking kill her. Yeah. I don't know. I thought that that was weird.
Yeah. And talking about the giant metal robot, like, him being the old guy wasn't that much of a surprise, because you could kind of see it from a mile away. Like, at the beginning of the movie, it's like, I don't want to die, I just want your powers so that I can live forever. And then, like, 2 seconds later, he dies. I'm like,
That don't seem
no, I
right.
don't think so. I don't think he's actually dead.
Yeah.
And so when he came back,
It's like,
wow, who saw that one
Yeah,
coming?
didn't he say like, oh, don't be so surprised? We're like, trust us. We're not. Yeah.
But I did think it was cool that they did the bone marrow thing, where that's what they were drilling for. Although they could have done it better, that it wasn't instantly injecting him with it, because it made no sense.
Yeah,
how
like he
was
suddenly
getting it
got younger and gotten younger. It's like,
like,
oh
wow.
and then Wolverine just fixed himself instantly.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that was weird.
I mean, I guess he didn't get all the power out. Then the whole thing was pointless then.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Because
weird.
from other bone marrow stuff in shows I know, I only know one. But I know that you don't need all of it to get their DNA, so, like, didn't really need to, fucking kill him.
Yeah.
But, because he's literally fine in the machine, and then Wolverine's fine. He's like, can we just leave it there?
Yeah,
Like,
I know. It's like, bro, you're good. We can stop now. Like, you don't need to.
hey, we're cool.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I don't
like,
want to fucking die.
That is true, because like once like he got ejected from him, like I thought he would start like going back into an old man
but
again.
he was fine.
Yeah, so like once you said that, it's like, oh yeah, so he could have just in the beginning could have been like, dude, can I just like take a little bit of your power so I can live? You'll be alive, I'll be alive.
Yeah.
I'll just be younger.
It's a win-win.
Yeah, I know. So like that would have been that didn't need to be this whole convoluted plot about all this shit
and then
going
the whole
on.
thing is like, oh, I need you to protect my granddaughter.
I'm also gonna try to kill my granddaughter by
Yeah, great,
I don't know.
thank you.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
But okay.
that's a giant mix I gotta bring up. The story was so fucking weird.
Yeah, it was weird because there's so many like, oh, I'm gonna kill you. Oh, I'm not gonna kill you. And then you got the bow dude, which I don't even know his name.
Ronin. It was Ronin, fucking Hawkeye motherfucker. I don't know.
Let's see. I'll look.
Yeah, I don't know his name, but like, yeah, like you're saying, like he was a good guy, then he's a bad guy, then he's a good guy. It's like, what the fuck? What? Who are you? Like, what is happening?
don't know.
Like, because in the beginning he was killing off the Yakuza people, and it's like, oh, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
But then like he
And
kidnaps her, and it's like, what the fuck? And then he's like,
Yeah,
oh, I'm with
'cause
the
this
Silver
whole-
Samurai.
I think his whole thing is that he was protecting her. So I guess that he really was on her side the whole time. I think he was just trying to get her out of danger, maybe, by taking her away from Wolverine. But it didn't make sense
Yeah.
to begin with because the story made no sense. So how's that gonna make sense?
Yeah, that was the thing. I don't know. It's just really weird.
It's weird, yeah.
And like the thing is that like this story was super convoluted. Like so much shit was going on, but it didn't like hurt my brain
Yeah.
at all. And I think it's just because everything else in the movie was like entertaining and enjoyable that it just didn't bother me. Because I know that like other movies we've seen, like even Origins, that one was convoluted as fuck, and that one made me want to blow my fucking head off. And same with like Iron Man 2, like so much shit was happening that I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. And this one I didn't know what the fuck was going on, but I still liked it. Like I didn't care.
Could just we didn't pay attention enough, but
probably. But we were enjoying ourselves with everything else going on.
It was good enough that we didn't need to really watch it to understand it.
But yeah, it was still like enjoyable, like even like the stupid shit. Like I do think that like even though the middle kind of like nothing happens really, it was still enjoyable all the shit going on because I did like him and Mariko talking about stuff and I don't know,
and then Jean was there for some reason, predicting the future somehow. But
like that
I wonder
chick,
if
that was weird.
If any part of her went into him at the end of the third one, like any
Jean?
of her, maybe. 'Cause didn't she disintegrate at the end of that? So
I think so.
Maybe some of her power went into him, and that's why it was doing that.
Maybe.
And that's why she's like, oh, I can predict the future. And that's why she left at the end or something.
Yeah, that was weird. Because, like, that chick, what's her name? I just said it. Yukio? Is it Yukio? No, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh! No, you're getting farther from it. Do I just need to keep this up the whole time?
I guess so. Yukio, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's Yukio.
Okay, Yukio. So Yukio is a mutant. They don't really say that a lot, which is weird. Like she's like,
I don't know about the future ones, but I think this is like the only X-Men movie where there wasn't a fuck ton of mutants. I think there was like 3.
Yeah, like Wolverine, Yukio, and then the Venom chick. So
her name is somehow it's Viper. It
Viper?
makes sense. We never heard that, but okay.
Yeah.
It's Viper.
Yeah, but like they don't really mention like he's like, oh, you have special gifts. Like, yeah, no fucking shit. She's a mutant. What the fuck?
The mutant has powers.
Yeah, that was funny. Like you don't say. Yeah. But she keeps like her mutant power is to like see people's deaths, I guess. And in this movie, she's like, "Oh, I see you laying on your back, holding your heart in your hands, and it's not beating." It's like, that didn't happen. Okay, so that's like, oh, all right, that wasn't a thing.
PG-13 Wolverine movies.
Yeah, and I have like seen people like, oh, well, it's in the next movie, maybe the next movie. It's like, no, because
it was literally a scene, movie specifics.
Yeah, I know, because especially in this one, like right before he's about to like do that thing, like he cuts out his own heart. She's like, oh no, I've seen you in a room just like this.
Really?
Yeah, so it's not predicting the next movie.
Fucking say.
Yeah, so it's like, no, I'm pretty sure it was meant to be in this movie. And that didn't really go anywhere, I guess. So that was kind of weird.
For 1 second. And like,
hello.
Yeah. Which it made sense, and I was fine with it because it was kind of cool how she was fighting over his.
Yeah, that
body.
was cool, but just her powers were kind of like just.
Meh. Yeah.
Just hey, okay, that's it. That's all I do.
Hi, I can fight with a sword, and then you're gonna die.
But you're not. Okay. It's like,
she didn't know that.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, she was a weird character. When she was on screen, she was cool, but, like, she didn't really she didn't do a lot. And, again, she's never shows up again in the rest of the movie, so it's like, oh, okay. Interesting. I don't know. That was weird.
Mariko was like, oh, so am I crazy to ask if I'll see you again? We won't see you again.
You don't ever come back.
He doesn't answer, he just kisses her. Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're never seeing you again.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that was pretty funny. But yeah, other positives, I guess. What other ones you got?
I think that was all the positives I had. Do you have any more?
Just that it was just unintentionally hilarious.
Yes, it was.
We were joking this entire movie. Maybe that's why we liked it so much. We were just making jokes.
I don't think I don't even think they were intentionally being funny. I think it was just us laughing the whole time.
Yeah.
Man, they put something in our Burger King.
Yeah, they did. We got lace, Burger King lace on our
Lace
food.
Burger King. Hell yeah.
Woo! Burger King! Better than McDonald's, baby. Let's go. But, I don't know. This movie is just really enjoyable. I liked
Yeah.
it a lot.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird because I liked it,
Mm-hmm.
but, like, I don't know if I'd want to watch it again, you know?
Not this soon.
Mm-hmm.
Not like, oh, maybe a month after. Oh, well, let's watch that again. No.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
if it was like a year after, maybe I'd be like,
Mhm.
oh, if nothing else is on. Then,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Why not? So,
Like, and that's why I just think, like, I think we can go into mixed with that, is that this one
Yeah.
is really good, but even, like, after we finished
just
it,
like
we
I
were like,
said
what
at
the
the
fuck?
Yeah, like I said at the beginning, it's more of a middle.
Yeah.
It's just, it was good, but it was good and it wasn't really bad. So
Yeah.
it was just right in the middle and right where it needed to be. So
Yeah. I don't know. But, yeah, like, it was just very good, I'd say. Like, I definitely recommend it to people who haven't
yeah,
seen it.
if
Like,
you
it
haven't
was
seen
really
it, it's definitely a good movie to watch.
good. Mhm.
I don't know how it fits into the X-Men timeline. I know it's like right before the whatever next one is.
Yeah, Days of Future
Yeah.
Past.
And then however long after.
Yeah,
the third one.
I'm gonna say like 7 years or something,
Mhm.
because it was in 2006. You said was the
Yeah,
third one.
the third one was 2006, and then this one was
Yeah. So like,
2013, right?
yeah. So like, I guess that like at the end of that movie, at the third one, Wolverine's like, all right, fuck you guys. Okay, I'm outta here.
I'm gonna live in a
Goodbye."
fucking cave.
Yeah.
Because I have a reason to be there. Because I'm
Yeah.
totally a busy man.
That was weird. But yeah, before we get to that, because I was fucking whack. So what mixed you got besides
Okay.
Gene? Because that's a negative. For
Yeah,
me.
I was gonna say I don't even think that was a mix. I was gonna say Viper was interesting.
I had her a negative.
Well, I know you did, but it was funny how her name was Dr. Green, and then she just wore green, and then everything about her was green.
Yeah.
I thought she was an interesting character, like being one of the 3 only mutants in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
She's fucking immune to poisons and arrows, but not elevators.
Yeah. that was really funny.
It's because it was out of the blue. You're like, oh, she's gonna get hunged.
Yeah.
And then a fucking just a fucking elevator out of nowhere.
It's like, oh shit. Okay.
Oh, bye.
Yeah.
Well, at least we know you're not coming back from that one.
Yeah, I know. I don't get why she couldn't. Whatever. I don't know what her
She's
power
immune to
is.
every toxin known to man.
Including arrows, I
Yeah, because
guess.
arrows is a toxin. Yep.
Yeah.
And if she fucking peeled off her skin, that was uncomfortable.
That was so weird. I didn't get that at
when
all.
she peeled off her face and her eyes went.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, I didn't like that. It was.
Cause she did say like, oh, I'm immune to every poison known to man. Then shot her with an arrow. It's like, oh, she's dead. And then
peels off.
nope.
Her fucking,
If I rip off my skin,
she takes off her clothes, rips her skin off.
yeah, it's like,
Just
oh,
in the middle of a battle.
yeah,
Just like no one cares.
Yeah,
Just,
and her hair's gone now. It's like, what the fuck? What?
Just peel off all my hair.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's like so if you get shot with an arrow, all you need to do is peel off your skin. But if you
Disclaimer: don't do that.
yeah.
But yeah, continue.
But if you get hit with an elevator, it breaks your neck. No amount of peeling skin off is gonna fix that, I guess. That was fucking weird.
Strange movie.
Yeah.
I just thought it was just cool that she, fucking snake or whatever.
Yeah.
That she had a weird ass tongue that she licked objects and.
Yeah, her powers were
stabbed.
kind of whack to me, though.
She got the bad breath, death poison or whatever.
Yeah, because all she had to do was be like, oh, whew, and then they're dead. And then in the beginning when she was like making out with Logan, like.
I completely forgot that happened.
Yeah, like that's how he started to like lose his powers throughout the movie.
Well, I think she put like whatever nanobot was
Yeah,
there.
but like, did she just like put it in her mouth and then like, and then be like, like in his mouth or some shit? Like,
I don't know.
why couldn't she just be like, just drop it in his mouth?
I
or
mean,
some
I guess
shit?
she maybe sedated him.
Yeah, maybe she like put it in her mouth to like poison it or some shit
Yeah,
and put it in
and
there.
yeah.
That would make sense, but still, it's kind of a weird way to do it.
It's funny. I think the idea was to make you think that she killed the old man by like, oh, we'll put him to sleep so no one can stop me from doing it.
Yeah.
When in reality, she was just taking him to put him in the robot.
But yeah, that's another thing to think about too. Like that makes the plan even weirder. It's like, okay, so they're gonna take away his powers.
Yeah. No, I think they were just subduing them, suppressing them, just so that he couldn't like come after them, because he still has his powers, and then their bone marrow plan would work because they could still get it from him.
That's true. So if he died, they'd be like, oh,
yeah,
even
that's why
easier
they're
then.
like, oh, kill him.
Gotcha.
And they didn't say that in the movie because they wanted a big reveal at the end.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense.
For some reason, they were going after. Oh, now I get it. So the whole plan with the daughter was to get Wolverine to protect her, so that he would die in the process. The daughter had nothing to do with this whatsoever.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, why the fuck is the Yakuza
We figured
arrow guy, Silver Samurai going after
That's
her?
why he was.
That makes
still
more sense.
He
Yeah,
was still loyal to the old man and protecting his granddaughter. Okay, it makes
super
all-
fucking convoluted as shit
It
plot.
all makes sense now.
Okay, that
There
does make sense. Okay, we're 36 minutes in. It's been a
We
couple hours since
figured
we
it out.
watched it. We remember. There we go.
It only took me 3 hours.
I didn't even come to that conclusion, so there we go.
Oh my god! All right,
Look at us. Look at you solving a movie.
let's go. I'm a genius.
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes sense now. Makes it a little better. I mean, they could have.
Explained it,
Yeah,
but
they could have done a
whatever.
villain monologue at the end to make that make sense.
Yeah, all he said is, "Oh, don't act so surprised, bitch. I ain't."
This movie made no sense, so of course I'm not confused
Yeah, exactly.
or surprised.
Yeah. I don't know.
So yeah, that makes more sense. The whole plan was to get Logan killed by protecting his granddaughter.
Yeah.
And
Because in the
Get his
beginning,
body,
he's like,
yeah.
"No, I'm not giving you my powers. Sorry."
So they went to plan B.
Yeah.
Why was she... Okay, the first part, she just got upset with him. She's like, oh, I'm gonna jump off a cliff now. Okay, that makes... Alright, whatever.
I mean, we've all been there. it's fine. Yeah. That was funny.
Whoa, it's slippery!
Yeah, careful. But I thought she did a good job. She was good.
Yeah.
I do like their relationship was way better than with Jean. It was
Oh, yeah.
weird, but it was like, Jesus fuck, like
No one liked Jean.
no one likes Jean. Like fuck that bitch. Piss shoes in this movie.
And it's funny that they kept Origins as canon, because he called out what was it, Kayla?
I think so.
They called out Kayla's name, which was like the teacher, and the other one who was actually the was it a shapeshifter?
No, she. What the fuck was her power? When I looked her up, it said her name was like Silver Sable or some shit. Silver Fox. Yeah, Silver Sable's from Spider-Man.
She's from Spider-Man.
Silver Fox. Yeah, like I didn't even know her name was Kayla, but yeah, no. What was her power? I can't even remember, because I know that she like faked her death somehow in the stupidest fucking way possible. What was her power? Because she was sisters with Emma Frost. But she didn't have... Oh, wait, she could tell people what to do. Remember when she grabbed, what's-his-face at the end of the movie and said, hey, walk till your feet bleed. And then he just walked away.
Oh yeah.
I think she can just be like, ooh.
So she was just her the whole time.
I
Oh
guess.
yeah, she was just her the whole time and was doing that to Wolverine. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes more sense. I remember now. So yeah, that was her the whole time. Anyways, yeah, they kept that canon, which makes Sabretooth in the first one much weirder, because it makes, again, no more sense.
And you were asking, like, where the fuck was he during the
Yeah, where was he during
Nagasaki?
World War
Yeah. Yeah. He was busy raping women and, like, raping the Japanese women.
Probably.
No, and him. Yeah, that's definitely what he was doing. He was
Ugh.
fuck Sabretooth.
Yeah, he's...
I'm glad he wasn't in this movie, because
yeah.
I fucking hate that guy.
Yeah, I don't think they brought up World War II in Origins, so they chose the right one to
Yeah.
make it work in. I know they showed World War One, and then
Yeah.
Vietnam. So they left that gap for him to slip into World War II.
Yeah.
So
Like, the only thing I think they showed of World War II was, like, a small little flash of him, like, shooting people.
Probably,
so I think that was, like, that was in Origin.
yeah,
so.
he just got captured, and then they were friends with the
Yeah.
the guards.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
Definitely.
Yeah, keep him in a hole. Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, I know. But it is interesting, I do think, that, like, this movie kind of brings it up a little bit, where, like, I don't think there's that many mutants in Japan.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. I mean, like, he's walking through and there's not a lot of mutant stuff.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, you couldn't really tell unless they told you, but
Mhm.
I think he wasn't fighting any mutants except for the one.
Yeah,
So,
that's what I mean. That's what I think is, like, kind of somewhat interesting world building
Mhm.
a little bit. Because, like, we were laughing at the line of, like, oh, the mutant has powers. Like, well, no shit. But maybe, like, in Japan, they're like, oh, they don't have mutants, really.
yeah.
Or, like, they don't have mutants who've, like,
different
yeah.
physical powers
Mhm.
or whatever.
So maybe they don't really know that much about him. So I think that's kind of
Maybe,
interesting.
yeah.
Because, like, even, like, when they're talking about Yukio, they don't even really say, like, she's a mutant.
Right. Yeah,
She
no one-
obviously is, but no one ever really
Yeah,
says it.
I don't think mutants used a lot. Only that once, I think.
Yeah, and the only other mutant was, like, a Russian chick, so it's
Yeah.
I just think that's kind of interesting, or it's
Mhm.
like, oh yeah, the most of the people he fights in this movie are the Yakuza or
Mhm.
the ninjas, so it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
What were they called? I
I
can't
have
remember.
no idea. Oh, there was something black
Yeah,
something.
It was either I can't remember. I feel like it wasn't the Black Clan because that doesn't make was
No.
it?
I don't know. It was led by Ronin / Hawkeye / I don't know, weird guy who
Well, it
she
was
was
the
gonna
Black
marry at
Clan.
15 or something. I don't know.
Huh, it is the Black Clan.
Gotcha. But yeah, they didn't even do much in the movie.
No, they just shot him with a fuck ton of arrows.
Yeah, and
That was funny because
Yeah.
he was like, "Nope, gotta keep walking."
Yeah.
15 million
I know.
arrows sticking
It's
out
like,
of my
bruh,
back.
just with the claws. Like,
I
don't
know, you could have gotten out so
Yeah.
easily.
I don't know. And then they shot him with like the kryptonite arrow.
Yeah, that was-
it's like, okay. All
Yeah,
right.
because that's how that works.
Yeah, that was funny. But yeah, like so much shit happened in this movie where, it
Yeah.
was funny. But yeah, what other mix do I have? I don't really have that many mixed, really. Everything was fine to me. I guess the Yakuza, kind of, because they were only in, like, the bullet train part,
Yeah,
and then they
that,
just disappeared
that
throughout
fight
the
was
movie.
cool.
It
But,
was, yeah.
Well, I mean, now that I figured out
The plot.
yeah, the plot like
Yeah.
a master. Now it makes sense why they were there.
Mhm.
But then they didn't show up at any of the and the rest of the movie.
Yes.
So
Mhm.
they were in there. I mean, I don't think it was really that bad. I mean, they just maybe should have explained it, I guess.
Yeah.
'Cause it took me 3 hours to figure it out.
Yes,
so
right, so that-
like,
Mhm.
maybe let the viewers know what's
Yeah,
going on.
seriously, like that was whack.
Uh,
All right. Okay, negatives. What negatives you got?
oh boy.
We already talked about the Viper chick, and that was one of mine. So
Yeah. I just wrote down that Jean was in the. Did I even write that? Oh yeah, Jean was there. That's what I wrote down. I think that was all the rest I had.
I wrote down Jean Grey was so fucking weird.
She really was. And if it was the thing that like some part of her power went into Wolverine, that would explain so much of it.
Yeah.
But if it didn't, and then she's just like, oh, he can now predict the future through Jean Grey trauma.
Yeah.
That
was
yeah,
weird.
great. That makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah.
But like her being in it was kind of cool to see it because
If she was only in one scene, I'd be cool with it.
yeah, like the first scene, it was like, oh, so it's because I didn't know how this was connected, so I'm like, oh, now I instantly know how it's connected to the other movies.
Mm-hmm.
But then she kept coming back. I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
She was just there. Taking on anyone who was sleeping next to him.
Seriously though. It's just like, okay.
Yeah, and then And then in the dream where the robot attacked,
That was funny.
his claws out. Ah!
And Mark, yeah, that was funny.
And then she was like perfectly fine. I was like, all right.
Yeah, that was funny. Badass, pretty much. Like, geez, she didn't even flinch.
I know. She's just like,
Okay, try a bit.
try me, bitch.
Yeah, that was funny. But yeah, like, if she was in one scene, like, that'd be fine. Just to show, like you said, like, oh yeah, it's after the third X-Men movie.
And it's been so long that most people wouldn't even know
Yeah,
that's what was happening.
Exactly. But, like, the fact that...
6 years.
Yeah.
Oh.
But, like, it's just... It brings up another problem with, like, the other movies where he keeps saying, like, oh, I love you. You were the only one for me, Jean. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, Jesus.
Did they sleep together at
No,
all?
they never slept together. Like, the closest they got was when after she killed her husband Cyclops,
Yeah.
they made out on that table, and then he's like, no, wait, we can't do this. We can't do this. Yeah, and that's it.
But you're the only one for me.
I know, it's like, no, you don't love her. What the fuck?
It
Like,
make no sense.
yeah, like, I hate how they keep trying to shoehorn that relationship further. It's like, bro, like, have him get with, like, yeah, it's like, hey, you're right. It's like, no.
It's like playing with dolls, just trying
Pretty
to make
much.
them...
Yeah, it's so fucking weird. It's like, he, like, in this movie, he had, like, a 10,000 times much better relationship with Mariko than he did in the entire trilogy of X-Men movies with Jean. So it's like, what the fuck? It's like, I hate how they keep trying to make that relationship a thing. It's like, fucking no, stop.
It didn't work these 3 times. It's not
No.
gonna work one more.
Yeah, and it's just the fact that she was like a sleep paralysis demon, pretty much.
was.
It's like, bro, shut the fuck up.
And then he had the dream within a dream within a dream
Yeah,
at
that
the
was
beginning.
It's like,
Ah!
yeah, pretty much. And then, like, I was laughing hysterically when she's like, oh, I'm all alone here, Logan. Come join me. It's like, bro, go fuck with Cyclops, your husband, who's also dead. Like,
Yeah, he did too. Go with him.
yeah, exactly.
But I killed him. I wanna go find him.
I want a real man.
I mean, I get it. Cyclops fucking sucks. But
Oh yeah, I love how Logan can find a motorcycle in any place he's at. I was like, I think you said it was probably Cyclops. I was like, yeah, he called one in from Cyclops' collection, just to rub it in. And he's still
just
dead.
fuck you, Cyclops. That'd be so. I hope that's canon. That would be so fucking funny.
He just brings in one of Cyclops' motorcycles.
Yeah, he
every
doesn't
time.
call for backup or anything. He's like, he goes to like, what's it, like the people who own all the Cyclops' shit. He's like, yo, Storm, can you send me over? Not you or any of the other X-Men.
Hey yo, can I get a Cyclops bike?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it'd been so funny if there's like an X on the fucking motorcycles. Like,
It's
yeah.
just Cyclops. It just says it on the That would have been funny
Oh
as
my
shit.
I wonder who this belongs.
Yeah, I know. But besides the Jean stupid shit, I didn't really have that many negatives.
Yeah,
and the Viper bitch.
I don't think I had any other than Jean.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But yeah.
pretty good movie.
Mm-hmm. And for the other X-Men movies, this is definitely like one of the best. I think.
Yeah.
Like I think this is like the second best after First Class.
Yeah.
I think. And I don't know if it was just me, but this one felt like an MCU movie. A little bit. Like you can tell
Kind
that
of,
like
yeah.
this one was made after Avengers.
Yeah.
Because it kind of feels like, even though we just watched like Iron Man 3 last week, this feels like the next movie in the MCU series.
It kind of does, yeah. And then with the epic end credit scene,
Yeah.
they're learning.
That's what I mean. So it's because like the other X-Men movies, I think only like the third one had a post-credit scene.
Probably, yeah. And that was
the
coming
weird
back
ass.
to life.
Yeah, that was weird. But like this one felt like an MCU one where it's like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna set up this big thing. So
We're epic now.
yeah, it's like it just felt like an MCU movie to me.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, now they're gonna fight big villain
mm-hmm.
like the MCU does. So.
Yeah.
Pretty epic.
Mm-hmm. But I thought that was cool, like having it feel like one. Because even though First Class came out like after Iron Man started, like that
Yeah.
came out before the Avengers. So like I think they were like it was good, but it didn't feel like they were really trying to copy anybody. And this one didn't feel like they were trying to copy anybody either, but
Right.
it just felt different compared to the rest of the
I think it
movies.
was just more. It's funny because we're laughing about it the whole time, but it was more serious.
Yeah.
So, like, he wasn't as comedic
Mhm.
as in the previous ones.
Mhm.
This one was more serious.
Yeah.
Like, there was actually stuff they needed to take seriously.
Yeah. And I do think too that like even though there weren't that many mutants in it,
Mhm.
I'm glad there weren't that many
Oh,
mutants
yeah.
in it. Like I do think it feels more grounded in that
Mhm.
aspect. Because even though there were mutants, like Wolverine, obviously, I
Mhm.
did think like his powers weren't like he fits good in a Japanese samurai setting because the claws and shit.
Yeah.
Like when he had that fight with that guy, that was awesome.
Yeah, he's not just fighting guns all the time.
Yeah,
he's actually
exactly.
fighting with other blades and
Mhm.
stuff. So he really fit right in. So.
Yeah, exactly. But if someone like fucking Cyclops, this is fucking here, would be kind of like, boom, you dead. So it'd
Man,
just
you
be
got
boring.
a sword.
Yeah, exactly. Like it would just be kind of dull and
Yeah.
shit. So like, I am glad there weren't that many other mutants. Because again, X-Men 3 and Origins had so many fucking mutants
Yeah,
in it that
it was just
like,
a
ugh.
mutant war.
Yeah.
so-
So they were both just like, shut the fuck up, please stop.
Come on, man.
Yeah, so I think it was kind of like a good call not to have that many mutants.
Yeah, definitely.
In this one.
It also sucks to write that many characters.
Yeah, seriously.
With all their unique powers and stuff. So.
Mhm. Again, some movies do it good, like First
Mhm.
Class and
Yeah.
Days of Future Past do it really good, but like a lot of them don't.
Yeah.
Because even in the X-Men movies, it's like, oh yeah, here's a whole team of X-Men. Only 2 of them are important, though. Don't worry about the rest of the
Yeah.
fucking team.
Yeah, it's like you can't have so many unique characters then just that only use 2 of them.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know, but yeah, I did really like this one.
Yeah.
That is really good. What would you give it?
I would give it a 7 because
Mhm.
it's not the best, but it was I think it was right at the good mark,
Yeah.
and it wasn't Origins. So
Yeah, seriously.
So yeah, I give it a solid 7 on this.
Yeah,
For this
I
one.
do that too. You gotta make sure to write them down
Oh,
your
yeah.
ranking so you don't forget later on. I'm trying to think because what the fuck have we watched so far? Spider-Man, Iron Man, and this one, right? I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I have to find it. Where'd it go?
I haven't even started yet. Okay.
So phase 2 ranking.
All right. Okay, not gonna spoil the ranking yet, of course, but like, I don't know. I think this one was better. Do I want to say better?
Fuck, I have to write a new one. I don't know where it went because I had it and now it's. Is
Yeah.
it on? No.
I don't know. Cause I think this one was like on par with Iron Man 3 to me. I did really like Iron Man 3, but I think this one's kind of like on par with it to a degree.
Yeah.
I guess. Again, that might change. Maybe it was just a Burger King fucking with our heads and making us like it more than.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I don't know. Like I did really enjoy it.
Forgot I write it on each individual one now. That's much
There we go.
better.
Yeah. I
I
don't
give
know.
Iron Man 3. I don't remember. I didn't give Iron Man 3 one.
That's okay.
I think I said he did.
I don't know. But yeah, like this one was definitely like, and it's funny because I keep getting all these people being like, "Oh no, Spider-Man! So you guys were wrong. Spider-Man's is so good." It's like, bro, this movie is millions of times better
Oh,
than the
yeah.
entire trilogy of Raimi movies. Like, I'm sorry, like
It is.
the fuck.
It really is. It's so weird.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, something that people, like, worship is trumped by an X-Men movie.
Yeah, like it's like, huh? The
That
fuck?
has a history of being dog shit.
Yeah. And that's what I think is so fucking weird. It's like everyone keeps going off like, no, Spider-Man 2's the best. It's the best. Like, no, dude.
No, it's not.
Like, no one talks about this movie.
No,
Like,
no.
I barely see anyone say anything about this
I know,
movie.
like-
Again, this is only my second time watching it. I've only seen it once. I barely
Yeah.
remember anything.
Yeah, no
But,
one
like-
watches it. It's so weird that
Yeah.
someone can watch something that is worse than it and watch it over again, and then something one that's just maybe a little bit better, right? Nah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, this one's leagues better than Spider-Man 2 or 3 or even 1. So it's just like...
It is.
It's just so weird to be like, oh yeah, this middle-of-the-road X-Men movie that no one really has ever heard of somehow.
Yeah.
It's like, is so much better than...
I know, it's not... It's so weird that it's not a main one, because I thought this was the same as Origins, which it's not, obviously, but like that's what I thought it was, so I didn't even know.
Yeah.
So I thought it was pretty good, and it's just one of the movies that I think it just came out since it came out. What did it come out after? It came out after First Class, so it doesn't make sense. They just thought Origins was so bad. They're like, oh, another Wolverine movie. Let's not watch that one.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, it's just so weird how, like, because I don't know why no one's really watched this one or ever talks about it.
I don't know.
I think they definitely should. Like, again, if you guys haven't seen...
I know my mom really likes this one.
She does?
Yeah.
And that's good.
She's a really big X-Men fan, so...
Cool. But yeah, like, that's good. Like,
yeah.
Like, it's like... No one else has really ever seen this movie,
Yeah.
so it's just like...
It's so weird.
Watch it if you haven't. It's enjoyable. Again, who knows? Maybe it's just a Burger King talking, but...
Damn, that Burger King.
Yeah, but I don't know. I really liked it.
Yeah.
Like, this one, like, my expectations, like, oh, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Like, watching, I'm like, damn, I had a good time watching this. Like, that was good.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It was just one of those ones where, like, was definitely past my expectations for it and stuff.
Definitely.
So, I thought that was cool. All right, so that was basically the Wolverine.
Yep.
I don't think we have anything else to talk about,
that's
really.
all for me.
Yeah, but yeah, so I think this is one of 2 X-Men movies we have this season. Yeah, we only have one more.
And that's
besides Deadpool, but that's kind of separate. But yeah, so out of X-Men movies, this is like one of the only ones we're watching this time, which is kind of weird. It's just like, damn.
We had so many last time.
Yeah, we don't have that
We
many.
only have, like, how many left? Like,
Not that much. Like
3 or
4
4?
or 5, I think. So it's like, damn, interesting. So yeah, X-Men's actually almost finished somehow. I mean, in this season at least, we're not that. But we don't have Days of Future Past for a little bit. The next movie that we have, so next week we're going to be doing Thor: The Dark World,
which I heard was bad. So
same. So I do remember watching it. I've also seen that one once.
I have not seen that at all. So
Gotcha.
I think most of Phase 2 I haven't seen. So
Have you seen Winter Soldier?
I have, but I don't remember it.
Gotcha. And that one's really good. Like,
I honestly, I've watched Civil War and Winter Soldier, but I thought they were the same movie, even though I've watched them both.
They're very different movies.
It's just I can't remember the distinction between them.
Yeah. But yeah, next week, Thor: The Dark World. That one I'm kind of iffy on, because I don't remember much about it.
Yeah.
I've heard that it's like one of the worst MCU ones, but I don't know. I hate the first Thor movie. Like, when we watched that, I'm like, man, I fucking hate this movie.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see if it's somehow worse than the first one, then...
Like, it can't be worse than the first one. I can't, like,
well,
I don't know.
The X-Men exists, so it's possible.
True.
But
True.
we'll give it the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Even though everyone says it's terrible. Then...
Yeah. But I think, like, besides that, honestly, I think we're good. Oh, no, fuck. Amazing Spider-Man 2. Never mind. Fuck. I was like, oh, we won't have to watch any bad ones.
Yeah, well, I mean, I haven't seen that one in a while, so maybe it's still fine.
I don't know. I hope. But yeah, so...
Maybe it's still good.
I doubt it.
But yeah, next week is Thor: The Dark World, so make sure to tune in for that one if you want to hear our thoughts and see if we liked it or not. But yeah, so that's all we have today. So hope to see you guys next week for the podcast. All right. So see you later. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.